Well, hi guys. Today I am making my second attempt at a little Lego guy lamp. My first attempt was an absolute flop. My glue didn't hold where I glued my Lego guys down, and then I tried to fix it and it didn't fix well. They didn't stay put. I was able to fix most of them, but this one just wouldn't stay put, and the head popped out of the resin, and where I tried to weight them down, that ruined the top of it. So we're going to make another attempt with this. So I'm using liquid glass resin today, which is a 2-to-1 ratio, and I've just added 2 drops of alcohol ink because I don't want to make it hard for the light to get through. So I'm just going to pour this in here. And I just want a little bit of a layer in the bottom just to make it look a little bit like grass. Not too much, so I just mixed up 15 cc's. Liquid glass is a very thin resin and it has a very long curing time. So it's going to take a couple of days for this to cure. So I'm just going to cover it up and we'll come back in a couple of days and we'll move on to the next step. So I will see you guys then. Bye-bye for now. This is nice and cured. So now we just need to use a different type of adhesive to secure them to the grass before we pour the resin. So the first time I used hot glue, but then in a deep pour the resin really heats up. So the hot glue let loose. So today I'm going to use this JB Weld all-purpose RTV. I have used this RTV for gluing everything from, believe it or not, concrete and tile to ceramics to plastic. And it comes with this really nice little applicator tip. But I haven't used it for a while, so I've got to get this plug out of here. It just skins over. This stuff works really, really good. This is really easy stuff to work with, but it does take 24 hours to fully cure. And just like anything else, it won't come out of the tip until you cut the tip open. My grandson's school scissors. Whatever works, right? It's really nice because it's got graduations on here, so you can just cut it wherever you want it for a larger or smaller flow. Now we want a smaller flow. We don't need a ton of this. Once it gets started, it just tends to come out in a river. So I'm just going to put this on their little feet. I've already made sure that their heads and bodies and legs are all secured to each other so they don't fall apart once they're down in there. It's hard to reach down into this mold. And I'm just going to put him really close to the edge here and secure him to the grass. All right. There we go. So he's down in there. He's got an arm hanging back. Let's push that forward. Oops, the whole guy moved. All right. That's going to be really hard to get all of these in without some of them shifting around. But I'm just going to do my best. Fortunately, this doesn't dry or cure super fast like the hot glue did. It gives me a little bit of working time. I'm trying to see past my camera and it's not easy. The camera is right smack in the way. Oh, I should have pushed his arm forward. Stand him up straight. I wish I had longer fingers. They have to pretend to like each other to get them all in there. Get their feet flat down so they're secured. And I want a little bit of space between the front of them and the mold, just so that they're not sticking out of the resin. Want to put a little pressure to secure him down, but he needs to slide back a little bit. Okay, and I'm just going to make sure that there's space between each one of them and the mold. Oh, you can't still see. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, his bill is touching. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to let that set, but I will come back in a few minutes before it's fully set, just to make sure that they're still in the position that I want them in. And then tomorrow I will do the deep pour on the resin. So that's it for now, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Well, hi guys. We are back and we are ready to pour the main part of our Lego guy lamp. Or I should say Lego person lamp. So I've got my resin all mixed and it's nice and warm. And I didn't add any colorant or anything to it. And we're just going to do a deep pour here till it's just over their heads. I'm just going to go ahead and pour it right down the middle. And I know it's making bubbles as I pour. A lot of bubbles actually. Yep, those were all from pouring. There were no bubbles in it before I poured. So let's see if we can just pop those with the heat gun. This resin is so thin, most of these bubbles should just disperse and pop themselves. But just in case, I will keep checking on it. Okay, so I'm just going to keep coming back and popping the bubbles, and I'm going to give this 3 days to fully cure. So I will see you back then. Bye-bye for now. Well, hi again. So I've let this resin sit for 4 days because it was quite a deep pour, and I wanted to make sure that it was good and solid. Besides that, I've been very sick and I had no voice, and I knew you wouldn't want to listen to me with no voice. So let's see if we can get this out of here and see what it looks like. Wow, look at the clarity on that. This turned out so good. You can see all the way through it to the back of the guy on the other side. I love the clarity of this particular resin. And they all stayed standing up nice. I am really happy with this. So now let's get it on a light base and see what it looks like. So there's still a lot of light coming in from the windows, but you can see how well lit up this is, even though there's green dye in the grass at their feet. This would really light up a room well. And I do see some bubbles like under his hat right there. I honestly don't know how to avoid those without using a pressure pot. And I just don't have one of those. But I think this turned out really well. They're all standing up very nicely, and it looks really cool. I think my grandson is going to absolutely love this. I think that is so awesome. It took me 2 tries. I had to use the right glue, but that is so cool. So that's my video for today. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like and subscribe button and join me next time. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now. Well, hi everyone, and welcome for joining me today.